Hello, everyone. My name is Peggy Opper-Gulick from the class of 1990, and I'm the Clark Alumni Association Board President. It's my pleasure to be with you today, along with Clark's 16th President, Dr. Tom Chesney, as we present our 2020 Distinguished Alumni Awards to three very deserving recipients. The Humanitarian Service Award is given to a Clark graduate for exceptional service to humanity through civic, faith-based, or educational endeavors. This year's recipient is Molly Junk Anderson Schreiber from the class of 1999. Molly's journey through Clark's education department laid the foundation for her career by challenging her with excellent teachers and creative opportunities. After graduating, she married her Clark sweetheart, Kyle Anderson. Both educators, Molly and Kyle, began their careers and eventually their family. They were blessed with three beautiful children, Maggie, Jacob, and Maria, and after 6 years of teaching, Molly became a full-time stay-at-home parent. It was at that time that she also found the practice of yoga. Sadly, after 6 years of marriage, Kyle left this earth, and at the age of 30, Molly was widowed with 3 kids under the age of 3. It was then she knew that she needed to not only survive in this life, but thrive. After returning to teaching for a few years and getting remarried to Tom Schreiber, Molly decided to pursue her passion for yoga as a profession. As she was taking her first yoga training, she realized that teaching yoga and mindfulness skills to children is a missing link in education. In 2014, she founded Challenge to Change, Inc., and has since authored several children's books implementing the practice of yoga and mindfulness into children's lives. In 2016, she opened the Challenge to Change Yoga Studio that offers after-school programming for children and teacher trainings on the weekends. Challenge to Change also offers in-school programming through its Yoga in the Schools curriculum, which took place in 32 schools throughout the Dubuque Tri-State region. The nominator said, Molly has dedicated her life to others through positive mindset, wellness, and yoga. She's not only changed the lives of the children attending her program, but teachers and adults as well. Molly represents what it means to be a Clark alumna by pursuing peace in the world through her yoga practice and her educational effort. Molly, it's my really great pleasure to invite this year's Humanitarian Service winner to say a few words.
Thank you so much. I'm so proud to be a Clark alumni and to be receiving this award. I have seen so many amazing human beings receive this award, and so to be put on the same platform as those humans who have graduated from this great institution before me, I'm so humbled and honored. I'd like to thank all of my family for supporting me and cheering me on as I went to Clark. I'd like to especially thank Sister Catherine Dunn, who was at the helm when I was at Clark University. And I would also like to thank Michelle Vosberg, who was a pivotal teacher, educator for me in the education department at Clark. I would also love to extend and dedicate this award not only to my family, but also to the Challenge to Change community and team. Without them, this mission would not be possible, and I'm forever grateful to the change makers who've taken on this mission just as myself. So thank you, and I'm very honored to accept this award.
Very nice. Nicely said. Love the word mindfulness, so brilliant.
So Molly, I'm going to hold up the hardware for just a moment and say a few words as well. This will come to you personally pretty soon. And of course, we congratulate you and want to see you here for a homecoming and a reunion, so we can do that even more personally, and others can share in your recognition and a chance to get to see you again. When I think of humanitarian in what embodies this award, it's often someone who identifies a gap, sees where there's something missing and meaningful, and then manages to bring themselves into it and fill that gap. And Challenge to Change really, really seems to have done that. And I love that you thanked your team for being a part of that, believing with you, coming with you. So that's really moving to me. That was yoga that got me through part of graduate school. A friend who asked me to be more mindfully centered on my wellness and my whole wellness. So it was interesting to see that as well. So I feel like a little bit connected to the work that you do and what you do for others. It makes you part of not only your greater community and the Clark community, but the world community as a humanitarian. So congratulations on receiving this. We know that you'll carry it forward and really share it with others too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So let me ask you now, Molly, offsides, how has COVID impacted your ability to work directly with people in yoga?
Awesome.
Really?
We had to pivot and we went online. We took it to an online platform, which we had begun before COVID, but it just put everything in fast forward. And we've been working with the Regions for Children's Mental Health, and they've been helping us with CARES Act dollars to get virtually into schools, and we're in over 100 this year so far.
Wow.
And I'm still in conversations, and I've reached as far as Pennsylvania. I mean, it has, I don't have a lot of work for my staff to do because we're not going live into the schools, but now I'm giving them work to do and being creative. And so we're really working on our creative genes this year, and it feels so good. You know, with my kids being home 2.5 days a week, I have that time to be really present and be a good mom for them. And it's like the perfect blend. And I'm so grateful. Grateful for COVID. I wasn't at first. On day one, I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna be one of those small businesses that close. But, you know, we just took the couch. It's that Friends. So Friends is my era where it's the episode where they take the couch and try to move it up the stairs, and Ross keeps saying, and we finally got the chair. So I don't know if you got that or not.
I know that really well.
I think, you know, it's funny because organizationally, so I work for a global company, and we at 10 to 10:15, 3 times a week, have a yoga instructor that comes in and online. And, you know, it's funny because some people will have their video on. Others, you're just sort of looking at their ceiling, but you know they're there doing the stretches and doing all the, and it's really, it's so important to your mind. I mean, and for the children, I just can't imagine, because we're adults that can cope a little bit differently with things, but brilliant that you took it to that next. You took all the boundaries down, so bravo to you, right?
It was a curve, but I'm so grateful it happened. Otherwise, we wouldn't have pivoted like that. And you know, now it's social emotional learning is huge in the world of education right now, and that's also one of the lanes that we work on besides mindfulness. And kids need them now more than ever. So we're really using this year to hunker down and get bigger and stronger, so we come out of this with more to offer. So
good for you.
Yeah.
Impacting more lives. That's what you want to hear. So
it's exciting. I miss being one-on-one with the kids, but I know what we're doing right now in the pause is only going to make it better in the future.
Oh, absolutely. We'll appreciate it. So will they so much more, right? Yeah. Well, good. Well, have a great evening and congratulations. It's a huge award. I mean, there's so many people, like you said, that ahead of you and years to come, and it's such a, you know, I'm envious of, because it's such a great way to use your life and make your impact, and so kudos.
Well, I want to say thank you to you for being the Alumni Board President. I know what dedication that takes. Up until the time my husband Kyle passed, he was the Alumni Board President. And he was.
I knew his name.
3 years. I think he was young, but he was just a go-getter. And so he did that. And I know the time that and the effort and the love for Clark it takes to, So thank you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I love it. I'm learning as I go. And the nice thing is people are so responsive and accepting that that's okay, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Tom, thank you for taking the reins at Clark. You know, taking over the helm from, you know, your previous predecessor. But I know it's a lot of work and dedication, but Clark is the home for a lot of us. So thank you so much for the work you're doing, too.
You're so welcome. It's become a home for me and my family, too. So I really appreciate that. Thanks.
Good.
Well, take care, and thank you so much.
Have a nice evening. We'll talk soon, I hope.
All right. See you.
Bye now.
Bye.